Are you excited about watching another edition of Turneround Theory on my YouTube channel? Because you know I am. And coming up on today's edition, we're going to go to Sigma Central Reactions and Commentary, watching 25 minutes of these women getting instant glamour from these men. And of course, your boy gonna come through with another free theoretical thought. So join me for another edition of Turnaround Theory, coming up next on YouTube. It's gonna be a damn good one, y'all. What if I told you that these women that you're seeing on these videos are getting instant karma from these men for the next 25 minutes? Well, if you'll stick around for another edition of Turnaround Theory on my official YouTube channel coming up in just a moment, we're going to go to Sigma Central Reacts and Commentary with regard to these women getting the instant karma that they deserve. And of course, your boy going to give you another free theoretical thought as always. Fellas, as I often tell you all, that y'all should often be knowing my saying, and y'all should often be knowing the drill. So why don't y'all grab a quick snack and come on back, because y'all just might learn something. Turnaround Theory starts now. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? Once again, it's your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. And welcome to the latest edition of Turnaround Theory only on my official YouTube channel. As you should know by now, Turnaround Theory comes to you each and every Monday over the digital airwaves of YouTube. And of course, Turnaround Theory is also the actual platform of where I normally get the fellas like you at home a free theoretical thought on, just about anything. Hey, listen, for those of y'all that are just tuning into this edition of Turnaround Theory on my official YouTube channel, I want to personally welcome you. And if you are, in fact, a returning subscriber, hey, welcome back. As a constant daily reminder, I want to reiterate to you guys to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel, because it would, in fact, help out and it will be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time your boy posts up and upload more additional content onto the channel. Please be sure to follow me on all social media platforms. There is a link provided in the description box below. And if you also want to contribute to my YouTube channel through PayPal, there is also a link for that provided in the description box as well. Please don't forget to also use the hashtag TeamTurnaround that you see at the bottom of your screen, because that lets me know indefinitely that not only you're watching another edition of Turnaround Theory, but it just goes to show that you are supporting my channel with regard to the content that I post up, and I might give you a shout out right back. I do hope and pray that I have covered everything within this particular matter. And with that being said, let's just jump on over and let's get into it with another edition of Turnaround Theory.
Being disrespectful is not a flex. However, being disrespectful to your partner is just purely unacceptable. Today, I'm going to be going over many women who disrespected their partners and got dumped afterwards. So let's dive in.
I divorced my wife because the way that she started dressing. I told her from the jump that I don't like women that dress provocative. I don't like that stuff at all. You have to dress modest. You know what I'm saying? Only dress provocative if it's just me and you inside the house. So she started hanging out with these girls from a job. And, I met them. And I'm instantly just thinking in my mind that this is not a good group right here. This is one of them groups where she's not going to want to feel like she's being left out and stuff like that. And I told her, I said, I don't think you should be hanging out with these chicks, because all these chicks are single. You know what I'm saying? None of these chicks are married. Single women, they tend to get married women in trouble. So after about like a month, you know what I'm saying, with her chilling with these girls, she started dressing like how they was dressing. And I'm like, whoa. I was like, where you going with that on? And then she told me, she like, it's just an outfit. It's not much. I'm just, just dressing for the occasion. I'm like, no. I said, no, you got to take that off. I'm like, no, I don't care who you hanging with. You can't put that on, man. You're not fit to go out there dressed like that.
This right here is my favorite thing ever in the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
And instead of her going to change, she left anyway. She said, no, this is what I'm gonna wear. All my friends are dressing like this, and this is just what I'm gonna wear.
How embarrassing. How embarrassing.
Okay. When she came back, it only take one time to do that thought stuff with me. You know what I'm saying? When she came back, 2 o'clock in the morning, all her stuff was outside. All of it. She was knocking on the door, calling my phone, asking me to let her in. I said, no, it's over. I said, you only got one time to do me like that. And I'm like, yeah, it's over. Nah, heck no. I asked you not to go out there and dress like that. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like you showing too much. I said, it's over. So I threw all her stuff out and then let her back in. Call her mom and call her dad. I said, it's over. I said, I don't talk to people that dress provocative. I don't talk to people like that. And now she want to start because she's hanging out with these girls. I kicked her out. Fellas, one time, that's it. You let it fly after that, they're just going to keep doing it to you. One time.
Women.
I actually support this, bro. It's not cool to disrespect your partner by dressing in a certain way.
That's gaslighting.
How do you do that? How do you do that?
Jesus, this lady's acting this way because he took a second to answer a phone call before they could kiss.
I'm disrespecting my husband because I'm friends with a man?
Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
But I think, though, it's not that you're friends with a man. The point is you're not listening to him. Like, again, love to men is respect. It's saying, you know what, I might not agree with this, but I respect your judgment, so I'm going to go with it. I'm going to do what you say. But, like, men don't want an argumentative woman.
I like this one.
This is crazy. This lady definitely didn't have any right to talk to him like that.
So I'm here chilling with my girl, and she really mad because I want to buy her no Beyonce tickets, bro.
They selling out. I'm just trying to see when we getting our tickets.
What you mean they selling out? Do you know how much
like
they...
It's an if. I'm trying to figure out when we getting our tickets.
It is. It's not an if. It's a no. Like, I'm not getting them. Like, what you mean? It's an if. It's not an if. Where the if at?
It's Beyonce.
Okay, I understand the Beyonce, but her. You know how much her tickets is? I'm not paying. Bro, let me see this.
It's not that.
Look at this.
much.
Look at this. Look at this, y'all. $1,000 each. That means $4,000 each. You think I'm gonna spend 5 G's on some tickets and we got bills?
Pay the bill.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, we
Like,
been
check
having
it.
bills. Them bills ain't going nowhere. Them bills still gonna be there.
Keep paying the telephone bill.
Beyonce not always gonna be there.
Listen, we have rent
You
due.
don't know, she might be about to have another kid or something. You
Bro,
never
we
know.
have rent due. We have a car note
Okay,
due.
we gonna pay our
We
rent.
have light
We
bill
can park
due.
somewhere
A
else.
car note.
Plenty
Like,
candles.
you want
I'm
me?
just saying, it's winter.
So
They
you
not
want me
gonna
to
cut
switch?
our...
What makes you think that you can get angry at me for choosing not to spend my own money? Make it make sense. That's crazy work.
Hey, come on, man.
Yo, chill, man. Chill it. Oh my God.
You don't want to be like this.
Oh my God, what's wrong with you? Spit on me. That's very right.
What did she think was going to happen after she spit on him like that? She definitely deserved it.
If you want to destroy a man's interest in you, be disrespectful. The absolute fastest way to get rid of a man is through disrespect. A disrespectful environment is the most uncomfortable environment a man can exist in. If you keep talking to him any kind of way, if you keep crossing lines that should not be crossed, eventually he will leave. Ladies, we value the words that you speak to us. No matter how small it may be, no matter how mundane it may be, everything that you say to your man holds weight.
This right here is my favorite thing ever. In the history of forever. I think about this every day. I think about this all night long. I stay awake, not sleeping, because I'm thinking about this.
So if you really care about this man and you want to stay with him, returning energy is the worst thing you could do. Because you have to keep in mind how you experience the situation and how you feel about the situation may not be the truth of his intent. So now you're returning energy that he never tried to give out in the first place. If he doesn't like being cursed at, don't curse at him. If he doesn't like being yelled at, don't yell at him. And no, I cannot control how you react, but how you react tells me exactly who you are.
Good job, my brother. We rocking with you.
So if the consequences of your disrespect amount to me leaving, then you can only be upset at you. And to the gentleman, I'll say this: do not sit around and take disrespect. If she's being verbally abusive and or physically abusive, leave. Chances are this is the only way she knows how to engage in a passionate relationship, and you do not want to stick around for that. Being a real man does not include you putting up with disrespect. Is a gateway to multiple types of abuse. Because good women do not abuse with their words, they uplift, they speak life. Good women don't put their hands on you. They heal with them, they comfort with them. So that ain't her loving hard, that's her being abusive. I hope both sides keep that in mind, and I really do hope you all find what you're looking for.
This bro's just spitting facts. I like to see a smart man and not a simp.
Turnaround's theory will continue in a moment.
For the guys that get overly emotional with women, essentially what they haven't done is, why they have to get like that is, a woman doesn't respect them. Now, why does a woman not respect them? At some point, when you're dealing with a woman, for most especially the way things have been feminized today, women are gonna do things that they know that a man who has some fucking balls should leave them for. All right, a woman would disrespect you to the point to where she know you should break up with her, or at the very least leave. All right, every woman's gonna do that. Every woman's gonna test a man to that point to see what his fucking breaking point is, to see how much shit I can get away with. If you're a guy and you leave when a woman is not treating you the way you want her to treat you, that's how you're gonna be assertive with her. Because now your words mean something. Words without actions mean absolutely.
When women are disrespectful towards men, do you know what that really displays? That displays the disrespect that she has for herself. She does not feel good about something about herself. Therefore, she has to point the finger and show you disrespect. What needs to happen is she needs to do the work in here, so that way she can learn how to control her emotions. So that way she doesn't go around disrespecting men all the time and pointing the finger at men all the time.
As soon as they step out of line, disrespectful, you correct and check, and there needs to be a consequence of some sort. You know, hey, I don't deal with that kind of stuff. Tigers are very much on respect, pride, because they don't need lady tigers. The lady tigers, they're not, understand something. Relationally, tigers are different. And see, a lot of women dated tiger types when they were in their prime. And they say they want lion types, but yet their mindset is set up for tiger. Why is this important? Because you as a man need to understand what you are.
If a woman is able to disrespect you, she'll never be able to respect you. Because on a deeper level, you're communicating that you're not man enough for her. If you can't put her in her place or handle her BS, and these are not words that I made up, these are words which women use. If you can't do that, why would she believe that you can lead properly or protect her from the world? And you can't even protect yourself from her. So respect is a prerequisite of attraction. You mustn't let her get away with disrespecting you, and you must always give her something to respect.
A woman does something that you don't like, and she keeps doing it, and you don't leave. Why is she going to stop doing it? There are no repercussions that you're giving her. If there are no repercussions, there's no reason for her to stop. But if you leave and you stand on it, you can't leave and come back. You have to be willing to leave and stand on it. I say it all the time, man. I don't care if it's 5 years, 10 years. 15 years, 20 years. If she gets out of pocket, I'm leaving that day, and she knows it. And that's why she don't give me a problem, because I love myself too much. You don't get points today for yesterday's game. I don't care if you've been solid for 15 years. Every day you got to come in this house with respect, because I'm going to respect you. The day you don't give me my respect is the day I'm going to walk out the door. And if you're not willing to do that, she ain't never going to respect you, because why would she? You're taking abuse from this woman and just accepting it. You're not to be respected. Only a man of respect is going to walk out the door. You don't have enough respect for yourself to walk out the door. I got enough respect for myself to walk out the door. Even if I'm living in the broad house, I'll go be homeless before I let this broad disrespect me. And these dudes ain't willing to do that.
We now return to Turnaround's Theory here on YouTube.
How should a man handle his girl being disrespectful to him?
Girl, don't be disrespectful to your man. If you're being disrespectful to your man, it's because he's not treating you right.
What?
Good men will treat you right. Good men will buy you flowers.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Good men will buy you trips. Good men will buy you outfits, buy you drinks, buy you food. Like, at the end of the day, you're gonna look good and you're gonna be happy sitting next to him.
Bro, I'm out, man.
Like, don't disrespect your man. And also, your man shouldn't disrespect you, because it's a partnership. We're human, and nobody's above anybody.
So should he break up with her or not?
I wouldn't say they should break up. They should really have a deep conversation. I'm not saying therapy, but therapy is good for everybody.
And if the disrespect continues?
If the disrespect continues, girl, cut it off.
Huh?
Like, no one deserves to be disrespected. There are 20,000 plus people in the world. I don't know if that's a good statistic, but Google it. There's a lot of people in this world, and people will not disrespect people that they love and they have respect for.
I don't know how to feel about this. What do you guys think?
Feminist movement is one of the biggest reasons for the divorce rate, because women have become so masculine. Woman gets in her masculine energy. A lot of times she'll be disrespectful to her husband. And men don't do well with disrespect. There's surveys that say that 80% of men say they would rather be alone and unloved than to be disrespected. And see, the feminist movement has taken it so far over the years to, it's not just equal rights anymore. Now it's men are being diminished and devalued and demoralized. What do we need men for? We don't need men. We can buy our own cars and we can vote. We can make our own money, run our own businesses. We can even have babies without men. And that makes men feel awful. A man doesn't feel he has anything to contribute to that woman's life. He's got to move on down the road.
She did not say a single lie. I mean, no one likes to be disrespected, not even the woman themselves.
I've never seen a man as mad as when his woman does that to him.
Like cheating?
Disrespects him.
Oh, for sure.
This is so true. I mean, it's not a flex to be disrespected, so honestly, no man wants that. Makes sense. This was difficult to watch. I mean, the fact that the other guy just stood there laughing, I mean, that just proves that men have gotten too comfortable with this kind of disrespect, or just in general disrespect. Crazy.
Are you out of your mind? What the fuck is that, bro? What the fuck is that, bitch?
She just hit my car.
Bitch, I'ma break your
I do.
I'ma break your
What I do?
I'ma break
What did I do? Why are you so mad?
I'ma break your
Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad?
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way.
Why? Why are you so mad?
That's gaslighting.
Why are you threatening me? I'm just trying to get to work.
Believe me, guys, I don't think there's anything that warrants such disrespect on the road.
Someone said to me the other day, what do you think is one of the #1 dating problems? I said, if I tell you, you ain't gonna want to hear it. She said, no. I said, I'm gonna tell you. She said, what? I said, in most cases, a man has to change for a relationship because women want men to be a particular way. But anytime a man remotely tells them about themselves, of what they want, you have to accept them for them. And that's a problem. You want a grown person to change for you, but you're not willing to change for the grown-up. In most cases, most men don't complain a lot about what they want. You're talking about in most cases, lady, you get in your feelings, you're in denial. Unless you dated some very weak men. If you dated some very weak men, please do not jump in this conversation because you're going to use your very weak man and make that the standard. In most cases, most men complain less about what they want in relationships. And most women think they're better in relationships they are because most men don't complain as much.
That's for with me.
And this is another thing. Ladies, love is your big word. You will understand that most men never ask you to love us. We ask you to respect us. Because to us, psychologically, when you respect us, we automatically feel loved. We don't need you to buy us flowers. If you respect us, we feel loved. If you disrespect us, we feel hated. That's not your key word. Your word is love. And we got to learn how to do that better. But we have to understand that plane lands on two different runways from man to woman. For us, it's respect. Respect is actually love. And when we feel disrespected, it feels like hate. Am I right, brothers? All right.
Am I the only one loving all of today's lineup of clips? I mean, this is actually the kind of reality check that a lot of women really need. Some guys too, but a lot of women.
Turnaround's theory will continue in a moment.
A lot of other women from different countries have a certain level of respect for the men in their countries, and there's a lot of things that they cannot do. You would think that us being in this place that we have a lot of freedom, that we would still have that certain level of respect. But it's like with more freedom comes more women talking about we don't need no man. We don't need them. We can do better without them. They're beneath us. We don't want to procreate with them. We don't want to be in a relationship with them. And again, a lot of these freedoms that are happening are because of the same men. We've got more freedom as women. And a lot of these women have, just decreased their level of respect. Not because you be getting away with it here means that you can go on over to these other people's country and be acting a clear fool. And it also sets up more horrible standards for other new people who are going over there that look like you, because it's like, oh yeah, they all don't know how to act.
Men are staying single because it's not men that don't feel worthy of love. It's that they don't trust that women are going to give them the love they feel they deserve. There's ulterior motives, conditions, acts of service they have to do in order to be worthy of such love. Versus women just have to be women. Because a lot of the times they use their kitty as a bargaining chip, as a prize to be won. Well, when you use that as a tool to bargain with, then it becomes a commodity and it lessens the value for both sexes. So for some, it's far less problematic to just be single. They respect their worth, you just don't feel that a woman respects theirs.
55 years old. I've never been married, and I'm happy about it. Now, one could easily surmise that a past rife with some degree of promiscuity, dare I say, contributed to my desire to be single. But that is not the reason I am not upset about being single. Jeezy, how he filed for divorce from his wife, Jeannie Mai, after only 2 years of marriage. Former friends are saying she's after his money. I hope the Shade Room is watching. Because my nephew tipped me off to that site and I see some of the things y'all talk about. Oh, y'all welcome on the Stephen A. Smith Show. Please come. If Kevin Costner's monthly child support enables the children to maintain the quality of life he once provided, why should he have to pay extra so the wife that he's no longer with gets to maintain her quality of life? Y'all ain't together.
If a woman tells you that her love language is gifts and she never gives you a gift, she's 100% using you for your money. Most of the time we love people in the way that we want to be loved, or we love other people in our love language. So if her love language was actually gifts, she would be loving you in that same way as well.
You know, it's crazy how you can make a comment like that and don't even know me. Oh, you think you know me because you see me on social media? Well, if that's the case, then you really ain't been paying attention. You think I want him for his money? Honey, I have you know that me and my man was living paycheck to paycheck when we got together. And he was 9 years younger than me. And he still is. You see, I know what it is to struggle with a man. And what it feels like when the struggle ain't such a struggle because we was tight. You see, when you love a person for who they are and not for what they can bring to the table, that's love, baby. Oh, but you probably don't know anything about that, right? Because it's probably you who's looking for somebody with a whole bunch of money and no heart. Well, he's probably got the money and a heart. You probably the problem. Now, there's nothing wrong with wanting to be with somebody financially stable. Or better, there's also nothing wrong with working together to get there. Like we did. Now, we ain't perfect, but we close. Be well.
Women are dating materials and women are not dating substance. And when the woman starts looking for substance over materials, then she'll find a man that's actually going to be worth it. But when she's leading with her eyes by what he has, what he can provide, and what he's actually doing from a gesture standpoint, she's never going to know who he really is at his core. So then that's why they get bamboozled. Some men can put up that act for a long time.
Women want guys with money. They want a guy that's got all the luxury things that these guys have. They want that, but they don't know what come with that. Most women think that it's in every woman's nature to tame a man, to tame the beast, right? Beautiful women think that they beauty tame men.
They do.
They think that sex is a tool to control men, and it's not. The key to controlling a man is understanding him. There's a book by Dr. Miles Monroe. That's called Understanding the Power and the Purpose of a Man. And then he got one for Understanding the Power and the Purpose of a Woman. It's a badass book. It's written from I wouldn't say a religious standpoint, but it comes from a God-like perspective on the reasons why man was created and what's his defining purpose is with a woman. The woman don't even know the purpose of a man. The man don't even know the purpose of a woman. So they never learn to really value each other. So everything is based off feelings.
We now return to Turnaround's Theory here on YouTube.
I almost lost my husband for the lack of respect that I showed him in our relationship. I grew up around women who I believed were not respectful towards men. They got loud, always were fighting. And for me, I always said I would never do that to my spouse. When I got married to Vincent, I worked very hard to make sure I never did those things. And in my mind, that correlated as I respect him. And it wasn't until we kept arguing and we kept fighting. And the one thing that he would bring up and say, you don't respect me. And in my mind, I'm like, but I do respect you. Like, I thank him for his grace and his patience with me as I have learned, and I am still learning what respect looked like. But as a woman, I've also learned that we can't come into a relationship with a man and do it based on even what we feel like we've healed from or what we've learned from past relationships. We have to really take the time to listen to that man, to truly understand what he desires and what his image of something is, instead of taking it offensively as, well, what we do is not good enough. A lot of men who are emotionally intelligent know what they want. They just have to feel and understand that we come from a humble place and we care about learning what something looks like to them. And if that man truly sees you as his purpose partner, he will be empathetic to the skills that you have not yet attained, and he will help cultivate you and grow into the woman that you and he desires.
I'm just glad she got back to her senses fast enough. This man might be wrong for demanding a tip, but honestly, she was very disrespectful and provocative.
So what really made you do it? Just be honest with me. I don't want to hear the excuses, because it's already said and done. I'm gonna take my stuff and just go about my business. I just want to know why. What made you really? What do you mean? What I'm leaving for?
I told you I didn't mean like it. It wasn't supposed to go like that.
What you mean it wasn't supposed to go like that? You opened your legs for another man. We've been in a relationship for like how much years? 4 or 5 years?
No, I told you I was ovulating and I was getting close to my period, and you like are never around. You're always working.
You were ovulating, so you were getting close to your period, so you go f other man? Are you crazy? That's even worse.
No, babe, you don't understand a woman's body. Like, I have needs.
Okay, you have needs, so your ovulation makes you want to go cheat on me. How much times have you ovulated and cheated on me? Let me know, because only once. How can I believe that?
The fact that she has the audacity to give lame excuses like these is just crazy.
If you got a girlfriend that's going and she's married and she's flirting with other guys, let her do her thing. It's not your business. The girls trip, you're supposed to have an amazing time, and what happens on the trip stays on the trip.
The only married girl, I ended up rooming with somebody that was single. At the end of a fun night, she wanted to bring someone back. And I'm like, there's 2 guys in my room. Like,
she picked 2 guys?
If this is what these ladies tell themselves, then we need to be extra careful.
Huh? What are you doing? Thought you were working. I'm looking at this. What is it? It's wire. It's a spool of wire. And I'm almost out of it. Can you see the spool of wire? Mm-hmm. I'm almost out of it. Okay. And I've had this spool of wire for like 40 years. What? I bought it like this it's on a piece of a long time ago, but it's like 40 years of my life is in the wire that's gone. Does that make sense? This is what's left. I'm sorry to hear that, and I'm sad for you, but you're wearing your Jets hat, and I'm a little concerned right now that you're wearing your Jets hat. I thought that's why you were crying. Okay, I'm done.
This is why I try to tell you all to date a smart woman, because he tried to be vulnerable to her and all she could do was try to be dumb.
I believe a man can love a woman unconditionally, but I don't think a woman can love a man unconditionally.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I beg to differ. I think it's the other way around.
No.
I think a woman can love a man unconditionally. And
Not
most
for,
men.
Not forever.
You don't think so?
No.
Damn.
No. I think when a man loves a woman for real, like, he'll love her forever.
That's a very interesting opinion, and I agree with her 100%.
I think I have just lost the one person that I prayed for. All because of my self-sabotaging tendencies. God forbid I actually accept good things that are happening to me, because I'm so used to it being a mess. I'm so used to it being toxic. And here I am in the face of a non-toxic situation, in the face of a God-fearing man, in the face of a family man, an amazing person. And I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And I think I've just lost. I think I just lost the opportunity to experience something I've never experienced before.
She came to her senses at the wrong time, and that's unfortunate. A little too late.
This is my new beginning. Oh man, this is mine, and I don't think that I can continue being with you.
What? What? You done bought this land and you tell me we ain't together no more? What? So who you finna be over here with then? Ginger, you better tell me you joking for real, Ginger. You done brought me this embarrassment. What the kind of shit is this? You gonna record, you done record buying this new land, and you finna have another man? You finna have all this with another person? After 3 years, Ginger, really? This how you gonna do it, Ginger? You brought me out here just for this? You dead serious? You brought me out here, this gotta be a joke. How you gonna buy all this big ass property and shit we've been working hard for? You surprised me, and this what you gonna tell me? You gonna leave? Why you leaving me? What did I do that bad to deserve this? What did I do?
This is my new beginning, so.
Your new beginning, but I'm saying I've been with you for 5 years.
There as I move here.
Really? So that's what it. All right. Really? Really? Really?
I'm sure he stuck with her even when she was broke, but when the tables were flipped and turned around, she acted like she wasn't even treated right. That's messed up.
Women don't self-identify as broke.
Ooh.
No. Let's just start right there. I'm telling you why. Subconsciously, women don't identify themselves as being broke. They're saying another
That's
dude
not
broke
what it is.
because he can't take you where you can't afford to take yourself.
Broke is a mentality to me, and that's why.
All right, your mentality and your bank account is broke.
What do you guys think about this?
Why is it that many men have a problem with women that have a higher salary bracket?
If the money you make changes your attitude towards men, it's not the fact that you make that amount of money. It's the fact that you're with that amount of money.
No, it's the fact. Men have been conditioned so long to believe that all you have to bring to a relationship is financial. So when they don't have that, and the woman steps up and says, well, I have finances, what else do you have? And they don't have anything else. No communication. They can't walk, they can't cook, they can't clean. So really it's because they realize that they're the in the situation. You're the in the situation. And that's the reason why you're acting like that. That's the reason why.
Even though this bro just explained it in the simplest way possible, they'll still choose not to understand.
The sad reality about relationships is that every girl cheats. The only thing is, if she really, really loves you, like really, you're never gonna find out.
This is why I tell all of you to be careful.
Honestly, it's only penalties. What's the harm?
Come on, Jones.
Come on, Jones.
What the
Turns it off.
not, mate? You fucking bad man. It's not fucking funny. You're all this now. Gotta go through all this shit to fucking turn it back on.
Oh, it's only a bit of...
Go away. You're a fucking crap.
I've just seen your bum. I've just seen where the penalty shootout should go.
Do you know what? Honestly, fuck off.
Oh, come on.
Look, I've had to go through all this fucking jumping through hoops.
Oh, did you get it?
You out, cow! Out, didn't even see the pens. Little nit.
Oh, Kev, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, I am. Watch it on Match of the Day. Watch it.
Shut the fuck up. Honest to God.
Watch it.
Off.
Watch it. Watch it with Gary Lineker.
That's unforgivable, man. That is unforgivable.
Gary Lineker will be on a 10.
You're not getting off on it, aren't you? Thinking it's dead fucking funny.
Yeah, but send me on. Honestly.
Honest to God, think it's fucking dead funny. That's not funny, that. That's not funny. Don't do that again, ever.
You're right now.
There's definitely nothing cute or funny about this, and the fact that she's laughing hysterically is just annoying.
Like, why the f do I have to go through this? And he's just fine. Like, that's not f***ing fair. He used to go about his life, have his home, have his cars, have his financial stability, and I'm over here f***ing struggling.
This is the kind of thing that they do when it's time to finally take accountability for their actions.
Y'all dating?
I'm his day-to-day party. We've been friends for 4 years. How do you feel about being friends with him?
Damn. Listen, you're very beautiful though, for real.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Listen, scale of 1 through 10, what do you rate me?
What I rate you? Ooh. I'd say like 8.75. 8.75.
Okay, can I get a kiss on the cheek then? Dang, how do you feel about that?
Say you're hurt. I'll leave right now.
I ain't gonna do that. Damn. No. With me?
Okay.
Say it's alright.
I'll leave with you.
That level of disrespect is just crazy.
Stay put, fellas, because when I return, I'm going to conclude today's edition with another free theoretical thought right after this.
Stop approaching women you know you cannot afford. You already see the woman's lifestyle. You see how she living.
So if she's already living that lifestyle all on her own, what exactly is the issue?
You know you can't afford it. Now when she asks you for money to upkeep the lifestyle that she's already living.
Wait. What exactly are these women in these scenarios doing? Why would they be asking men for money in the first place? I thought these women were strong and independent and could do things all on their own. And obviously they've been maintaining their lifestyles beforehand. But yet they would ask men for money while they're dating. That's why they're giving the impression that some women aren't as strong and independent as they want everyone else to think that they are. It's either that or they just view men as walking ATMs. So which one is it?
You want to get an attitude. Go be with your type. She's not your type.
Right. They should be with their type, shouldn't they? The type of women that actually want a relationship and don't view men as just a means to an end.
Paying bills is a man's job. A man's job.
And what exactly is the woman's job in this particular relationship scenario? I have seen a lot of women express this very same opinion in regards to, shall we say, the gender roles in relationships. But I see very little expressed in regards to what exactly the women are doing. And the better question is, are they married or are they just dating? Because I have seen some individuals that actually think that men should be supporting women while they're dating, and I do not agree with that. But, in my opinion, when it comes to successful relationships, relationships are partnerships, and each individual should be contributing equally, if not differently, to the overall success of that relationship. So, if the man is providing all of the financial support, what exactly are the women in those situations doing to contribute to the success of the relationship? I do believe that this is something that should be further discussed.
A man has 2 weeks of free.
Why? Because some women's dating lives are more like pay-to-play situations?
You have 2 weeks of talking to me for free. You have 2 weeks of...
And there are men out there that actually put up with this kind of nonsense.
If during the free trial you start acting funny, you start acting brand new, you start taking weeks to respond to my message, you start acting inconsistent, that's when the gold digger in me comes out.
Oh, that's when.
Okay, you got lucky. You were lucky to get it for free. Now
you have to pay for it.
You know how I start acting men for money?
Yes, I'm sure there's many men out there that would like to know how to avoid this very type of situation.
The first, week I meet them, of course, I'm not going to ask you for money.
Oh, no, of course not, because that would just give the game away.
Once the free trial is up, buddy.
Well, they can get a paid subscription.
Okay, if during the first 2 weeks he's acting funny, acting like he has a roster, I'm not going to be on that roster for free. Here's a list of my bills. Tell me which one you want to pay. Otherwise, get off my phone.
Just think, for the low, low price of paying someone's bills, you could actually be in a wonderful type of relationship.
You lost your chance, okay? You got it for free, and you missed your opportunity.
Gives whole new meaning to the phrase, you get what you pay for.
The men that say that they want a woman to bring them peace are the same men that want to literally do what they want, and they want the woman to say absolutely nothing to them.
Huh?
That is what they're referring to as peace.
No, that is not what they mean.
Don't want the woman to tell them anything, and that is their version of peace, rather than actually being a peaceful partner in return to that woman. Their version of peace is all selfishness. It all has to do with them. All has to do with making them happy.
I really feel sorry for a lot of individuals out there because it's becoming quite clear that a lot of them have never actually had a good relationship.
Anytime you hear a man say that they want peace, I'm telling you right now, they're going to literally make your life happy.
This is actually getting painful to watch.
Because, again, they don't want to be told what to do, what not to do. They're just selfish little babies that want to get away with anything.
When they miss the mark by an inch, they really miss it by a mile, don't they?
I actually believe you should never give a man peace.
I highly doubt that some ever have.
Keep him on his freaking toes. He doesn't deserve peace until he brings you peace.
It must be pure magic being in a relationship with someone who thinks like that.
Women are a reflection of how the man treats us. So if he's not bringing us absolute peace and calmness and true peace, like, that man does not deserve any of your good kind-heartedness to him at all.
I think we've seen enough. Because, unfortunately, some individuals don't understand that relationships are supposed to be partnerships, not competitions.
If you as a man are not part of the problem...
Where is this going? I have to say I'm intrigued.
You should have no issue calling out the very real systemic issues that exist within a patriarchal society.
Patriarchal society? What society are they referring to? Because I don't live in a patriarchal society. I've been to places where their patriarchy definitely exists, but not where I live now. What exactly are they talking about?
That upholds toxic masculinity as the standard play. You get that?
What was that? That really just sounded like someone stringing together a bunch of popularized buzzwords in an effort to try to make a point. But, in my opinion, there is no such thing as toxic masculinity as a whole. It's individuals that are toxic, and they often use aspects of what is considered to be traditional masculinity to try to mask their own inadequacies. But also, in my opinion, it is the lack of masculinity in our society which has honestly become the biggest problem.
And now, Turnaround's theoretical thought. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. Y'all know what time it is, and this is always my favorite part of the segment. Once again, it is time for another edition of Turnaround's Theoretical Thought with yours truly, because in just a moment, I'm going to conclude today's edition with another free theoretical thought based on Sigma Male's reaction and commentary about these women getting 25 minutes of instant karma when they deserve it. Here's your theoretical thought for today. Fellas, if you feel like your woman has been disrespecting you, just confront her about it, and if she disrespects you again, don't be a simp. Just walk on out of there and leave her where you found her, because she belongs to the streets. That's your theoretical thought for today, and this will conclude another edition of Turnaround's Theory for today. Hey, listen, let me know what you think in the comment section below concerning today's video. And as a constant daily reminder, I want to remind you to please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my official YouTube channel, because it would in fact help out and it will be beneficial for the YouTube algorithm. And please don't forget to smash on that post notification bell, because you, my friends, will instantly be notified every single time your boy posts up and upload more additional content onto the channel. And shout out to the Sigma Male Reacts and Commentary YouTube channel for posting this up on his channel. I will try to provide a link in the description box below. And until then, for Turnaround's Theory, I'm your boy, Mr. Turnaround, aka Tenacious T. Thank you for watching at home on my official YouTube channel, and I look forward to seeing you right back here next time for another edition of Turnaround's Theory.